I'm just having a bad day.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Naysha Nicole, and on my channel you'll hear story times, tips, and anything else I want to put on my channel. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the time when I was drunk as fuck and left my phone in an Uber car. And yeah. Please do like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you know every time I post a new video. So let me just say I haven't drank I've been sober for almost 3 years. January 18th will be like my 3rd year. I haven't drank, did anything, nothing, completely sober. But before this 3 year, I used to get really lit, really turned. I'm from a city where it's 24 hours and you could party all day if you want to. The club's closed, go to another club. A club's not popping, go to another club that's popping. And so, and plus I was younger 3 years ago. Yeah, I was like in my prime where I just wanted to party and live it up in my hometown. So that's what I did. And I do have a lot of crazy stories where I've been in situations where like I just got too lit and too turned. Thank God I've never been in any bad or any crazy situations where I've been hurt. But yeah, this is one story that I have been in that I want to tell you guys about, where I was just drunk as fuck and being irresponsible. So continue watching. So I start pre-gaming before going out, because who doesn't pre-game before a night out? My drunk ass always did. And my choice to drink always before pre-gaming or for pre-gaming was Fireball, which now that I think about Fireball, it's like nasty, like to even think about, like me even wanting to drink that again. And so yeah, that was my choice to drink, or my choice for pre-gaming was Fireball. And I just like the taste of it, like the cinnamon taste, and it used to really get me like fucked up. And so yeah, I pre-game at home while getting ready to go out, getting all cute. At the time, I didn't have a car. I was saving up for one of my dream cars, so I'd Uber everywhere. So I Ubered to the club, meet my girls there, whatever. When we meet up, you meet up with your girls, you're gonna like get together, go to the bar, either grab some shots or drinks or whatever, or have someone get us shots or drinks for us. My normal routine was, go to the club, get a shot or cocktail right away, whatever. And so that's what we did, like pre-game, go to the club, get a drink, and start having fun and partying. It's a good night, having a great night, so I'm drinking throughout the whole night, shots, cocktails, tequila, which is the worst choice you can ever make, because tequila fucks up anybody. Just drinking all night, right? So the night ends, I'm like, all right, let me Uber home, whatever. So I have my purse, my wallet, my phone, all my belongings, so I thought. And so I get in this Uber. You guys, I'm drunk as fuck in this Uber. Anyway, so I get in the Uber, get home, and then I go to my apartment and open my door, and I'm ready to go to take a nap, and yeah, not be so fucking drunk, like go to sleep. I had a long fucking night. So anyways, mind you guys, I had work that afternoon, evening, but me being so drunk, I'm not even thinking about work. I'm thinking like, okay, I need to go to sleep. I'm fucked up, whatever. I go to sleep, take a nap, wake up in a panic because I don't know what time it is, and I'm just like, oh shit, like normally I'll set an alarm if I went out that night just so I could be up on time for work. And so because I was so lit and didn't even think about work, and I didn't set an alarm. So anyways, I wake up and I'm looking for my phone in a panic because I'm like, I don't know what time it is, time for me to be at work, or I need to start getting ready for work. Looking for my phone, couldn't find my phone, so I'm turning my room upside down, the bathroom where I got ready and pre-gamed in, the kitchen, the living room, the whole apartment. I'm like looking for my fucking phone. Finally realized that, oh shit, I must have left my phone somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I'm like, okay, well, I have an iPhone, so I can get that app, find my iPhone. I'm like, all right, I need to find somewhere where there's a phone. So I go to my neighbor's house, my next door neighbor, still drunk, you guys. I woke up drunk. I'm knocking on my neighbor's door bare fucking footed because I'm just in a panic, drunk, and just my anxiety is high as fuck right now. And so I'm knocking on my neighbor's door, and I think it's their son or their roommate, I'm not sure. Like, my neighbors at the time, they were older, but they were cool as fuck. But anyways, I'm knocking on their door, and there's this man who's probably like in his late 20s. I'm not sure. He was kind of young. And I'm like in a panic, drunk as shit again, right? And I'm like, can I use your phone? Like, I need to use your phone. I'm trying to call my mom at this point because my mom and 2 other people's numbers is the only number I know by heart. So I'm like, can I use your phone? Da-da-da-da-da. And this fucking fool looks at me and he's like,
no.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? So now I'm just like, okay, I'm upset as fuck, like whatever. Go back in my house and put some fucking shoes on, because I'm like, okay, he probably said no because I'm looking crazy and I'm drunk with no fucking shoes on. So I'm like, let me put some shoes on so I can somewhat look presentable, whatever. So I put some shoes on and I'm like, okay, let me go to the leasing office because they should allow me to use the phone. They know me, whatever, right? I'm knocking on the leasing office. No one's there. I'm looking in the fucking window like a crackhead and shit. And the doors are locked. No one's there. So I'm like, okay, it must be fucking late as fuck because, you know, it's closed. The leasing office is closed. So, plus, I don't know. I think it was like a Sunday because I went out Saturday night. So it could have been closed on Sunday. I'm not sure. So anyway, there's a pool by the leasing office, and so I see like a few people at the pool. So what I do is, hey, excuse me, can I use your phone or whatever, right? So this lady comes to the gate, lets me in to the pool area, and I explain to her what has happened. Like, girl, I went out last night, I got too fucked up, and I think I forgot my phone somewhere, whatever. So she lets me use her phone to call my mom, and I call my mom in panic, like, as soon as I get on the phone, I start like crying to my fucking mom. Like, I lost my phone in the Uber and the neighbor won't let me use the fucking phone, and I'm just like being a brat and shit, whatever. And hella upset. Like, I'm supposed to be at work. I don't even know what time it is. You guys, I look at the phone while I'm talking to my mom. It's like 5 or some shit. So the leasing office was closed. It's past 5 and it's fucking Sunday. So that's probably why, whatever. So, my mom trying to like calm me down and shit. I'm probably my mom's most dramatic, most spoiled, brattiest child ever. Like, I'm second to 6 kids and I'm probably the most dramatic fucking kid she has. But anyways, so she calms me down. She's like, okay, well, do you know your Uber information, your account information, so she could log in for me and figure out all this. So I give her my information. She gets in contact with the Uber people. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna handle it. You should go back to your apartment and go to sleep because you sound still like you're drunk, like you're still fucked up. And so I get off the phone with her and I'm like, well, fuck, let me call my job and let them know, you know, that I'm not coming in. Mind you, guys, again, I'm still kind of drunk. I woke up drunk and that's how lit I used to get. And I'm like, all right, let me call my job. Don't know their number, so I had to Google their number. At the time, I worked at a restaurant. At the time, I had 2 jobs because I was trying to like save up for a car again, like I said before. I had to Google my job at the time, the restaurant, and look up their number. So I called my job and I said, hey, it's Naysha, da-da-da-da-da, like, and my manager at the time, she answers the phone. Manager is cool as shit, one of the coolest managers I've ever had before. You know, it's this, she was young, tatted up, like kind of like a rocker chick, but like she was cool as shit. And so she answers the phone. She's like glad to hear my voice. Like, me missing work or me being so late for work is abnormal for me, you know, because I do work a lot. Like, that's one thing that, you know, is balance always in my life. I'm always, okay, I need to go to work. I need to make some money so I can go out, go shopping or whatever I want, whatever goal I have in mind. So it was very abnormal for me not to like just show up or even call. So mind you, I was supposed to be there at 2 or 3 o'clock. Like, I had a 2-3 closing shift and it was past 5 o'clock. So she was happy to hear my voice and that I was okay. And I'm just like, hey, I'm not going to be able to come into work. And didn't tell her I was drunk because I just feel like, yeah, she's cool as shit, but that's unprofessional to like let your manager know, like, look, girl, I got fucked up last night, too lit, and yeah, I'm too fucked up to be at work. So I just told her I'm not coming in. I just wanted to let her know, and I'm sorry, and all this kind of stuff, right? And she's like, well, I've been here since 9 in the morning. Like, you don't think you can come in, like, just for the few hours and close, whatever. And I just, on the phone, started, like, being upset again on the phone. Like, I lost my phone. And that's all I kept saying, like an idiot. Like, and she just like, okay, whatever, right? So she hangs up the phone, and I'm just like, damn, like, whatever, this is probably gonna make me look really bad. So I get off the phone now with my manager, and now it's me and this lady that let me use her phone and another guy who was hanging out in the pool area, and they're surrounding me, and they're trying to make me feel better, and shout out to you guys because you did, and they're trying to tell me, oh, you know, things happen and you'll be all right and all shit like that. And I'm just like,
I'm just having a bad day.
just, you know, and I'm sure they probably thought like, this little girl, this bratty ass girl, whatever. And yeah, I'm just like really upset. So I thanked them and hung out for a little bit, not a long time, but just like, you know, long enough to just make sure that, you know, they knew I would like felt appreciated. So I go back to my apartment, and I'm just like thinking to myself, like, oh fuck, the world is ending. That's how dramatic I am. I'm like, the fucking world is ending, like, let me just go to sleep. So I go take a nap, and I wake up to my mom knocking on the door, and my mom's like hella like good spirit, high spirited, sweet lady, and she's like, are you okay? Brought me food and shit. And so she's like, I got your phone. So she ends up telling me she got my phone, and about like what happened. Yeah, so my mom ends up giving me my phone, you know, make me feel better. Like, she then tells me that she had a hard time getting my phone from this Uber guy because she got into my Uber account, got my information to see who was the Uber guy who picked me up. And so on the Uber app, I haven't taken an Uber in like so long, but at the time on the Uber app, it tells you the person, the picture, the car, their license plate, and their contact information so you could call or text them. And so once she got into my account, of course, all that information had popped up or whatever. And she ended up telling me that she had a hard time getting in contact with him. She was calling him, texting him, and he wasn't replying back. And so I guess one of her last texts she sent him, it was saying like, hey, my daughter, me, bitch, my daughter left her phone in your Uber, and this is the address you dropped it off at, and can you check if you have the phone? I do have a tip for you, like a $20 tip for you or whatever. And this fool replies back, right? And they meet up, and I guess, you know, he gave her my phone, and she gave him like a $20 tip for giving me my phone, which was like, yeah, that was very nice and cool of him because he could have just stole my shit. But then again, that would have been a bigger problem for him. Anyways, so yeah, then he proceeds to tell my mom that, yeah, your daughter was pretty intoxicated and you should tell her to be careful because there are a lot of messed up people in this world, and, you know, something could have happened to her. You don't want nothing to happen to her, like something like that, right? And yeah, which he was pretty much true, like that's true, and that was very much like irresponsible of me, and thank God nothing has ever happened to me like that, because there are some fucked up people in this world. And yeah, he was true, he was right, you know. And so yeah, my mom ends up giving him like $20 and thanking him, and I guess he lived far as fuck or whatever, so from where I live. So yeah, when she told me that, I was like, oh damn, like that makes me feel like even more like shit, like, but I'm glad I have my phone. But yeah, anyways, so she's like, yeah, you owe me $20 because yeah, I tipped this guy or whatever for you. And I'm just thinking like, whatever, like, sure, like I got my phone back or whatever. So anyways, that was in one night, or not even a full like 24 hours of me in panic and tripping and acting, you know, irresponsible and crazy. So I ended up going to work the next day, like looking all like and with my head down because that's embarrassing as fuck. Like, I'm sure the manager's like, you know, like I'm not a big crier, and only my family knows that side of me. So for me to be on the phone like tripping and being upset to my manager, and it seems like I was crying because I had lost my phone, you know, it's kind of like, fuck, like I'm not a big ass like big bad boss bitch. I'm just like, you know, a little sensitive. So anyways, I get back to work. My manager's cool as shit, doesn't even bring it up. She's just like, hi girl, how are you, whatever, right? And mind you, I'm a waitress, so we have to, you know, we're cool with everyone, we talk to everybody. And so I'm cleaning and fixing all the like ketchup and mustards and shit in front of the chef window, and I hear one of the chefs like, oh, I wish the biggest problem I had in my life was me losing my phone or whatever, like being like a sarcastic bastard. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, if only you motherfuckers knew the full story. But anyways, yeah, to top it off, yeah, I just feel that was a petty, I guess, I don't know, I guess I'm just like a little dramatic brat sometimes. And I wasn't, you know, I couldn't come into work, I was half fucking drunk. And I'm not gonna tell my job that story because it never been like, what the hell is wrong with this girl? You drunk and you late as fuck and you're coming into work, like, you know what I mean? I never did that shit again, never got that drunk before work again, and never have been that irresponsible again. Like, definitely learned my lesson because I love my car, love my phone, love my place now, and you know, I don't want to jeopardize any of those things. But yeah, that was just one of the stories of me being drunk and too fucking lit for my own good, and one of the little things that has happened to me. And I would say, you guys, don't fucking get that drunk ever in life. Don't drink and drive. And yeah, never hop in an Uber like that fucked up, because yes, it's an Uber, but I didn't know that guy. He was a complete stranger, and what he said was true. Like, you know, people are fucked up. Anything could have happened to me, and thank God it has never happened to me, and I'm thanking God for that. But yeah, you guys, don't get that lit ever, 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 ever in life, unless you have a designated driver and you know that person. But yeah, that's my story time for today of how I got drunk as fuck and left my phone in an Uber and missed work and was being overly dramatic and bratty. If you guys like story times like this, and this is something you want to see more on my channel, please do comment down below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys later in the next video.